Top upcoming action games of 2018. 2018 is quickly approaching, and with it will come a slew of new video game titles to look forward to playing. With that said, now's a good time to start marking down what video games to keep an eye on when they officially launch next year. Let us lend a hand in this list. In particular, we're going over the top action video games launching in 2018. 1. Far Cry 5. The 11th installment but the 5th main title within the franchise, Far Cry 5 will be seeing a release in 2018. The video game takes place within the United States of America this time around, though more specifically, in a fictional Hope County, Montana. Within the narrative, Far Cry 5 pins players against Joseph Seed, a leader of a cult who has forced his way into controlling Hope County. As more innocent civilians become trapped and forced into submission under Joseph Seed's rule, only a handful of resistance stands between Seed and his reign.
They're ready to resist. All they need is a spark. The more you help liberate a region, the more the resistance meter will fill up. And the more resistance means more people who fight by your side. They want a war. Let's make sure we don't disappoint.
2. Days Gone. Days Gone is an upcoming action-adventure title surrounding a post-apocalyptic world setting. Players take on the role of a man named Deacon St. John, who was once a former bounty hunter. Now that the world has gone awry and a global pandemic has killed off nearly all humanity, Deacon St. John will have to use his bounty hunter skills to survive in a world full of insane gangs and zombie-like creatures.
The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter, a bounty hunter, a mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.
3. Crackdown 3. Nearly a decade after the release of Crackdown 2, Reagent Games is bringing out the 3rd installment, Crackdown 3. The video game doesn't have too many details available quite yet, though we do know that there is a big emphasis on destruction. Players will be able to destroy practically anything within the video game thanks to a Microsoft cloud computing platform known as Microsoft Azure. State of Decay 2. There are not too many details released for State of Decay 2 as of right now. We do know that this video game is a sequel to the 2013 State of Decay and will focus heavily on cooperative gameplay with up to 3 other players. Overall, State of Decay 2 is a zombie survival game that lets players have their own unique story. While battling zombies is very much a key aspect of the upcoming title release, players are encouraged to work together in setting up their own community that's able to successfully take up the undead threat.
How will you find the strength to carry on?
Anthem. The upcoming Anthem video game will be a third-person shooter much like BioWare's past video game franchise, Mass Effect. In order for players to traverse the world, the use of an exosuit will be required, which are known as javelins within the video game. These javelins will give players new powers and abilities such as the flight to soar through the open air or propel them through the depths of an ocean.
The story doesn't end here.
6. God of War. What can we say about God of War that you probably are not already fully aware of? The video game franchise got its start back in the days of the PlayStation 2 and is still going strong today. However, this upcoming title, in particular, is more of a soft reboot to the franchise. If you're familiar with the past installments, this time around Kratos has ended his time with Greek mythology and has moved on to Norse mythology. Likewise, Kratos will not be alone anymore as he will be looking over his son named Atreus, preparing him for the real world after the recent passing of his mother.
Get back!
Nice! Ah, see ya! Above us! Wow! Amazing!
Follow me.
Yes, sir!
7. Metro Exodus. Based on Dmitry Glukovsky's novels, developers 4A Games is bringing out the third installments to the Metro video game series, Metro Exodus. This first-person shooter takes place in the not-so-distant future, 2036, but in a post-apocalyptic Earth which was devastated by a nuclear war that took place decades earlier. If you enjoyed their past installments, Metro Exodus will follow the events of Metro Last Light. More specifically, the video game will follow the redemption ending with players assuming the role of a young Artyom that flees Metro in Moscow on a journey with Spartan Rangers. Dauntless. If you're looking for a free-to-play MMORPG experience, then Dauntless from developers Phoenix Labs may be well worth looking into. This is an upcoming fantasy-based video game which features players becoming slayers, humans who are tasked in taking down behemoths around the world, which are giant dinosaur-like animals.
And the smiths of Ramsgate will forge raw power into legend. Take up your blade, Slayer, and fight ice with fire.
9. System Shock. If you enjoyed System Shock back when it first released in 1994, next year, 2018, players will be given the chance to once again enjoy the System Shock journey through remake. The video game is being developed by Night Dive Studios, which will retell the narrative journey of a nameless hacker who gets swindled into working with the Tri-Optimum Corporation, a company the hacker previously attempted to hack and steal files from. Death Stranding. After the brutal split between world-famed developer Hideo Kojima and his previous employer, Konami, the gaming world kept close tabs on just what Kojima would bring out next if anything. Luckily, the developer is not interested in leaving the gaming industry just yet and has graced us with his own development studio known as Kojima Productions. Perhaps the mysterious trailers and lack of information leading to the video game launch, alongside knowing that Hideo Kojima, a well-known and respected developer, is in control of this product, could be the source of why this video game is building up so much with fans around the world.